Hello, welcome to the channel. This is a quick introduction to the channel and I will give you your first Dutch phrases today. So I've been doing this channel for a while and I haven't done anything for complete beginners in a while. No, I hadn't forgotten about you, I was just ignoring you. But that all ends today with this quick introduction and some useful phrases in Dutch. My name is Martijn, I'm a Dutch teacher, certified and all. To answer one of the questions I get asked the most, do you teach private lessons? No, I don't, because I work at 2 different schools and believe me, that's plenty of work. If you're not a beginner, I also do a podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts that you can listen to. The link is in the description below. I hope I'm not gonna forget that. And if I'm a bit sweaty, no, I'm not nervous. It's just very warm in here. With the, I got some professional lamps now, so I think this is gonna be really nice in wintertime. It's not wintertime at the moment, it's summertime. Let's start off with some general study advice, some general study tips. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for starting your journey, starting to learn Dutch, because this means that you are investing in yourself. Why would you learn Dutch? Well, a lot of people make the mistake of not learning Dutch when they move to the Netherlands. Often because they think they're not going to stay for very long, which makes sense. But if there's any chance of you staying for more than a year, it really helps to know the language. But why learn it when everybody speaks English, right? Wrong. Because first of all, there are going to be moments where you need to communicate in Dutch, or where you at least need to understand Dutch, or at least where it would help very much if you speak Dutch, when you get letters from de gemeente, for example. But why do I call it a mistake, people not learning Dutch when they move here? Because I've had many students telling me, I wish I would have studied Dutch right when I moved to the Netherlands. Why? Because so much of communication that happens between people at work or at school or even at a party, people might take you in consideration and speak in English for a while, but then something will happen and everybody comments in Dutch and you miss out on part of the communication. So if you want to be part of the culture really, and if you want to really understand what's going on at all times, it is really important to be able to understand the language. Certainly if you decide after a few years that actually you want to stay and maybe you want to get permanent residency, good luck doing that without any Dutch language skills. Now for the studying tips. One of the most difficult things is to maintain your motivation. In the beginning, maybe you feel motivated, you have some kind of motivation to push you to do your Duolingo every day. After a while, this wanes and your studies come to a standstill. I learned Japanese the hard way, I would say, in the sense that when I moved to Japan, it was to work for a Japanese company, and I basically was told, you have 6 months and after that you're gonna be picking up the phone in Japanese. So that was definitely motivation for me, because I hate picking up the phone even in Dutch or in English, so let alone in Japanese. So I was very motivated to learn the language very quickly. Now this is kind of a negative motivator, so if you want a positive motivator, what really helps usually is finding that thing that motivates you, which is hard for me to tell you because it's different for everybody, but keeping your studies fun is very important. So make sure that you find Dutch things that you like. Now, this may not be Dutch movies, because although there are many on Netflix, I would not know which one to recommend, because there are not many good ones. Not just on Netflix, in general there are not many good Dutch movies. There are some, to be sure, but not many. There is, however, good Dutch music in Dutch as well. I think especially recently, and I made a playlist which I will also add to the description below of Dutch songs that I think are good on Spotify. And what else can you listen to on Spotify? Yes, my podcast indeed, very good. Now a lot of people ask me, is Duolingo any good? Are these apps where you learn new words, etc., are they any good? Yes, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I use them for learning languages that I want to learn, or refreshing my memory on the French that I learned in school when I was 16 years of age. But it's not enough. Don't just trust on Duolingo. It's good because you can just spend 5 minutes on Duolingo every day to memorize words, to get a feel for the sentence structure or the grammar, but it's not enough. You need other stuff beside Duolingo. There are a few channels like mine on YouTube where people explain Dutch, where people speak in Dutch, but slowly. For learners, this is a great way. Buy some books that are written at your level. There is at least one publisher, but I think more than one, that publishes books for Dutch learners. So not for kids, you don't have to read kids stories. These are very simple stories that deal with situations that adults might get into. Very useful material in natural Dutch. So the last tip I want to give for today at least is be an active student. And what do I mean by active student? Take notes. If you have a teacher and you don't understand something, tell them, wait, hold on. What does this mean? How does this work? You hear a new word, write it down. If there's homework, make it, because all of this is an investment in yourself. As I said earlier, you're studying for you, not for anybody else. And it's hard work studying. I know, believe me, I know. I just started studying some Arabic and it's hard work. There's no quick and easy way to learn a language. There's also good news. The good news is that, well, first of all, Dutch is very consistent. Pronunciation wise, for example, I have a lot of students who after 4 or 5 lessons can read, let's say, 90% of a text perfectly, pronounce it perfectly. They have no idea what they're reading maybe, but reading it out loud is not a problem for them, because unlike English or French, you read the words basically as they are written. The other piece of good news is that Dutch apparently is one of the easiest languages, if not the easiest, to learn for native English speakers. And if you're listening to me in English, that means whether you are native or not, at least you speak English. So a lot of things from Dutch will be familiar to you. It's not like learning Japanese for a Dutch person. And I managed to learn Japanese pretty well, and I'm not that smart, so you can do this. So stay motivated, work hard, and take responsibility for your own studies. That's it. Now on to these basic Dutch phrases. Just having a few phrases that you can say will really make you feel like you've accomplished something. So take your time in learning these phrases. I will make sure my pronunciation is as natural as possible, but not too fast, so you can pick up on the things that I'm saying quite easily and copy them. Here we go. Hoi. Hallo. Doei. Tot ziens. Goedemorgen. Goedemiddag. Hoe gaat het? Het gaat goed. Het gaat niet zo goed. En met jou? Het gaat wel. Hoe heet je? Ik heet Martijn. Aangenaam. Waar kom je vandaan? Ik kom uit Nederland. Waar woon je? Ik woon in Amsterdam. Waar in Amsterdam? In Amsterdam-Zuid. Met wie woon je? Ik woon met mijn vriendin. Hoe heet je vriendin? Mijn vriendin heet Anna. Woon jij ook in Amsterdam? Nee, ik woon in Hoorn. Is dat een leuke stad? Ja, Hoorn is een leuke stad. Wat is je adres? Mijn adres is Kerkstraat 1, 1081 AB Amsterdam. Wat is je telefoonnummer? Mijn telefoonnummer is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Spreek je Nederlands? Ja, ik spreek Nederlands. Spreek je ook Engels? Nee, ik spreek geen Engels. Ik leer Frans. Ik niet. Wat leer jij? Ik leer Arabisch. Op welke school? Ik leer Arabisch op de Universiteit van Amsterdam. Hoe ga je naar school? Ik ga op de fiets naar school. Ga jij ook naar school? Nee, ik werk. Waar werk je? Ik werk in Rotterdam. Werk je op een kantoor? Nee, ik werk in een winkel. Hoe ga je naar je werk? Ik ga met de auto naar mijn werk. Hoe lang duurt dat? Dat duurt een uur. Dat is lang. Ja, dat is lang. Dat is niet leuk. Wil je een andere baan? Nee, ik wil studeren. Wat wil je studeren? Ik wil ook Arabisch studeren. Okay, I hope this gave you some useful phrases. Now again, if you speak English, you will probably have recognized some of these words, maybe even some of these phrases as they are. There are a lot of common words between Dutch and English, so that might help you. So go and study these phrases until you're absolutely perfect and don't come back before that. No, I'm just kidding, I just might not have time to upload another video before that. Good luck and see you soon. Doei!